So I wasn't expecting to go live again tonight. I'm actually pretty drained from the Socialism Saturday stream, but we're going to nip this shit in the bud once and for all. Because, what I do is actually very important to me. I don't consider myself to be a content creator. I don't consider myself to be an influencer. I don't consider myself to be any sort of personality. I am trying to teach people. I'm trying to teach people what's going on in the world. And I'm not a good teacher for everyone. I'm a good teacher for a very specific type of person. And so I'm very lucky that I have a dedicated audience that supports what I'm doing, that believes what I'm doing is important. And the work that I've done has exposed things that mainstream conservative influencers have no fucking clue about. I'm one of the only people right now in the country going undercover at socialist events to expose what they're doing. I'm one of the only people on the internet doing the type of content that I am around the far left. I'm one of the only type of people that's actually breaking down what the left is doing in a way that normal people can understand it. And my work has woken up more disaffected leftists and Democrats than any fucking thing that has come out of the right. I guarantee that. I know that. I hear about it all the time. And so when people proactively try to disrupt my work from the right, it bothers me more than a little bit. Because these are people who, quite frankly, usually are not smart enough to understand what I'm doing, have no indication, they aren't interested in doing anything productive. I have absolutely no interest in dealing with content creators and influencers that have no desire to do anything productive. In the last couple weeks, I've been playing nice with Nick Fuentes and the Groypers. This is a development that I didn't have on my 2023 business bingo card at all. Never expected this to happen. Never anticipated it. But Nick said some nice things about me on one of his streams. Instantly, I had a lot of Groypers in my feed. They were being funny and playful. And I don't agree with a lot of things they say. I don't agree with a lot of things that Nick has said. But if I can find people that are open to learning, that are open to talking, that are open to actually doing something productive, there have been many Groypers that have joined my streams over the past couple weeks. And dare I say, they're asking good questions. And dare I say, I think some of them, whether or not they want to admit it, might be learning a thing or two. My audience has been actually pretty receptive to the Groypers. There have been good interactions in my chat where these are two very different communities. My audience is a mishmash. My audience is a mishmash of independents and libertarians and disaffected lefties and conservatives. And I have the whole spectrum in my audience. I have all age groups in my audience. I have everyone from college age students up to senior citizens. I have the entire gamut. Because my audience are people who just actually want to learn and actually want to do something in the world and care about what's going on. The Groypers tend to be younger men. That's fine. Nothing wrong with being young. I've found that a lot of them are smarter than a lot of other audiences that I've interacted with in terms of they've picked up the content a lot quicker and they're playing nice with people in my audience. My audience don't hate the Groypers. My audience have actually kind of liked interacting with the Groypers. It's they're curious about the Groypers. They're asking it's all been working out just fine. And so whatever controversy that Nick Fuentes has not actually been spilling over into my community. If anything, I kind of saw this as a feature and not a bug. Okay? I didn't do anything like and it's ironic, and I said this on my stream before, but just in case people weren't watching the 4-hour and 12-minute stream that I did before this to break down how the far left views private property, and I have to give Gamer Groiper props because he was there for the entire stream and he was asking some good questions. There was some Milk Tea Groiper was there for part of it. My Socialism Saturday streams are not something I fuck around with. My Socialism Saturday streams are some of the most important streams I do in terms of my own research into what the left is doing, in terms of helping normal people understand what the left is doing. These are not games. This is like an actual like teaching exercise. It takes a lot out of me to do a 4-hour stream about far left socialism. And if you think it's easy, why don't you give it a try sometime and watch a full 2-hour stream of hardcore socialists, like, and then break down everything they're doing on the fly and make it translatable to like average people who are just curious about what's going on or why the world is going crazy. If you think what I do is easy, then give it a try sometime and see if you can do it, because I'm gonna bet that you fucking can't. And I'm one of the only people on the internet doing this content. Do you think that this is what I want to spend my Saturday nights doing? I used to have a life. I used to be able to go out and do stuff in the real world, and now I do this. I do this almost exclusively because of how important I think this is. In the last 2 weeks, I feel like I have been pretty cordial with the Groypers, even when I have vehemently disagreed with some of their positions and some of the things that Nick has said. I haven't made a big deal about it. I haven't thrown a fucking hissy fit. I even did like a 3-hour stream last night where I challenged people to send me the most offensive, because people have been complaining about this like for the past 2 weeks. Don't think, just because I haven't been talking about it all the time, don't think that I haven't experienced personal backlash from Nick Fuentes saying nice things about me on I have had relationships with people that I've had for years go up in smoke because Nick Fuentes said nice things about me on his stream and I bantered back and forth with him on Twitter. Don't think that I haven't received personal repercussions for this. But I didn't advertise it. I didn't talk about all the people who've been sliding into my DMs, complaining about it and sending me stuff and like all that. I held the fucking line because I don't think he's doing anything wrong. And I don't throw people under the bus when I don't think they're doing anything wrong. And I thought we were cool. Okay? I thought we were cool. So I'm a little confused about why tonight. Hang on. I'm a little confused about why this happened tonight. I don't know who this person is. But from the very few like I watched like the first couple seconds of this, not even minutes. I watched about 15 seconds of this and saw him making fun of my looks and my weight. And I said, "Fuck it. We're going live." Because what this person did is he started streaming about me. Apparently, he watched the stream from last night, almost immediately pretended he was throwing up in his mouth at the mere sight of me, which, let me tell you, made me feel really great. And then at some point, and I don't know exactly when it happened, at some point, people were sent over to my live stream to disrupt one of the most important streams that I do all fucking week, one of the most intellectually intensive things I do all week, and something that is a staple of my fucking channel where people are actually coming and trying to learn, and all of a sudden we've got bullshit all in my chat. Why do you guys think this is acceptable? Why would anyone, if this is how you guys are going to treat people, why would anyone align with you guys? I didn't do anything to you. I have done nothing but stick my neck out to stick up for Nick when how many people won't do that? So, I've seen the first couple seconds of this, and we're going to be turning off this chat in a minute. So don't think you guys can go over to this fucking chat and it's going to display it on the screen, because I'm going to full screen this in a second. And we're going to watch what happened, and I'm going to say whatever it is that I want to say in response to this asshole coming on my stream unnecessarily and disrupting it for no good reason when I have been nothing but nice to all of you. So let's watch what happened. Oh, look, the chat's gone. Oh.
All right, and we had this. And we had this. Bro, she's trying. Ooh.
Oh, she's trying. Oh, she's trying. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just so hard to look at me, isn't it, bro? It's just I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard with how I look every single day. I'm trying so hard with how I've worn I'm trying so hard. It's just so hard. She's just so fat and she's just so ugly. Do you guys really think that I'm not used to people calling me fat and ugly on the internet?
Okay, be nice, Wurzelroot. Be nice. Fuck me. I see you doing something different with your makeup there.
No, I'm not doing anything different with my makeup, bro. Not actually doing anything different with my makeup. I've literally worn my makeup the same for like ever. So no, I'm not doing anything different with my makeup to appeal to you little fuckers. Because you wouldn't even know what to do with someone like me if you were ever graced with the fucking opportunity.
You're nice. Okay. I like what you're doing with your makeup there. That's good.
I'm not going to lose my YouTube. Calm down. Like, I've reacted. Next thing I have is basically I did a search of Right Wing Watch's Twitter account and Nick's name. And so it doesn't seem as though he's being very nice to me when the first thing he does is make fun of my looks when I have like had the same look for years. Years and years and years and years and years. So it doesn't really seem as though he's trying to be nice to me. It seems to me as though he's throwing up in his mouth at the idea because he's trying to say I'm fat and ugly on the internet. Do you guys think I'm new at this? Do you guys think I don't have any experience with you guys photoshopping my face on animals? Do you guys think that I didn't put a lot of this stuff behind me when I decided to try to reach out to be nice to you guys and to play nice? Do you guys think you haven't put me through this before? Because I remember almost the entirety of 2021 where you assholes were putting me through this a lot. So, oh, look at this. A whole treasure trove of offensive things that Nick has said and done. So
Okay.
I have this as a resource that I will spend some time on that. Yeah, see, this is what I learned today from the Groypers. The Groypers taught me that Right Wing Watch is the best source of Nick related content. Everything can be both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. And then I've got this thread. Someone sent me this thread from Betty Johnson.
Um, how long till she feels slighted by Nick and becomes another scorned ex-lover? I feel like that's only internet people behavior. You know what I mean?
If Nick doesn't do anything to stab me in the back, I have actually zero intention of doing anything to stab him in the back. So it really depends all on Nick's behavior and all on how the Groypers treat me, to be really frank. Because there is a scenario in which Nick could not do anything wrong, but I think I have some understanding of, you know, you guys like to play these games where someone tells someone to do something and then they go and do it, like, and it's not, and then you have plausible deniability. I was like, I even had this conversation with a Groyper today on Twitter. A Groyper today on Twitter came and said, "Well, we'll see how long before you stab Nick in the back." Yo, I am loyal as fuck. If you don't stab me in the back and you don't throw me under the bus and you don't disrupt my shit, I won't do anything to you because I don't care enough to. If you guys think that breaking down what the left is doing is easy, again, you should give it a try sometime. That is where my energy is focused. Fighting with you morons is like the very last thing I want to do. So if there's no reason for me to get in a fight with Nick or to throw Nick under the bus or to disavow Nick or to do any of these things, I'm not going to do it. Now, I understand that you guys have had people stab you in the back before. I really do. I understand that and this is partially because you guys like to associate with really toxic people. One of the reasons that Nick has had so many people betray him is Nick likes to associate with really toxic people that are, quite frankly, far beneath him. Baked Alaska, so far beneath Nick, it's not even funny. Ali Alexander, completely fucking toxic. I knew it at the sight of him. You know? Like, so I understand that you guys have experience with people stabbing you in the back. I really do get it because I have experience with that as well. But I said today I wasn't going to do anything unless someone came at me first. And I'll be honest, I fully expected at some point the Groypers were going to come at me and this was all gonna fall apart. And I was like, okay, I wonder when. I didn't expect it to happen today, but so no, I don't actually plan on being a scorned ex-lover anytime soon, but I'm not the one who caused this problem, bro.
Like, normal people don't do that shit, right? I refuse to believe normal people. Like, who is that guy? Robert Barnes? You know, maybe
Fuck
he talks
Robert
shit about
Barnes.
Nick every once in a
Fuck
while, right?
Robert
But he
Barnes.
hasn't like changed his entire career into being the anti-Nick fucking cockwatch. You know what I mean? Like the only people who like fucking break up with Nick and then now all of a sudden that's their whole life. That's like degenerate online perma online people. I feel like she's like unironically she's like a normal type lady. That's not a compliment, right? Like that she's a normal
Thanks,
type lady.
bro.
Like you'd see her at Walmart. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like you'd see her at Walmart.
You would never fucking see me at Walmart. Are you insane? I would never lower myself to shop at fucking Walmart.
Right? But like a lot of the people who have like scorned lover with Nick and now they're like fucking meat watching 24/7 and that's their whole fucking life. It's like that's just because they're permanently online insane freaks. But she would be at Walmart, you know, you'd see her there and
No,
then she'd be like, "Wow, yeah, I support the revolution." And it's like, "Okay." You know,
no,
she just like believes in the
wrong,
same dumb bitch
wrong.
stuff that like every dumb bitch believes, you know.
I believe in the same dumb bitch stuff that every dumb bitch believes. Yeah. Uh huh. Uh huh. He's trying to be totally nice though, right? Oh, he's trying to be so, so nice. So, so welcoming.
Wouldn't it be better if everybody like shared their wealth? Wow. What if we were all like a big family? Wow. Okay. What if like
It's not as though I don't spend all of my time teaching people about the dangers of socialism, and now he's implying that I'm gonna become a socialist that shops at Walmart. All right, sure.
racism didn't exist? Wow. Okay. Like you know what I mean? Like it's retarded, but it's not like insanity from somebody who's never interacted with a person in real life, right?
From 2019. And like, okay, so here is my trepidation about this thread. I'm not saying we won't go through it,
Rice sent
but this
$10.
thread is
I'm
from
once again asking for your
2019. It's
financial support for Wurzel.
2023. It's almost 4 years.
Thank you so much, Rice. That's so
Rich Delicious
true.
Irony
Let's
sent
go.
$5. Unfortunately fitting that the new Queen Growiper looks exactly like one.
Yeah. Listen, all right. I don't
Yes,
know if we're gonna have a civil war over this shit.
the new queen girl griper looks like one. Yep, he was being so nice, guys. So nice. So nice. Remember, though, I did my makeup special for him. It's not as though it's the same makeup I wear almost every single day of the week or anything.
I'm never. Listen, this is offensive to me, honestly. As a person, okay. While I myself am not goth, I do have a goth significant other, and it's sort of like blackface. You know, this is offensive to goth people everywhere, and I'm a goth ally. Okay.
Good thing I'm not a goth person. Good thing I've been emo longer than you've been alive, you little shit. God, this is why this is not gonna work. I swear to God, this is why this is not gonna work at all.
Okay, this is offensive. I don't know what the fuck this is. This is not seen. This is some poser shit. Okay,
This was at midnight after I had already done several streams when half of my makeup had come off, bro. You like, oh my fucking God, are you shitting me? He's shitting on my makeup at midnight when I was fucking around. Because apparently we're not allowed to do that if we're girls on the internet. Remember, apparently we're not allowed to do that. I have to do my makeup to this asshole's specifications from here on forward. Okay, well, he can send me a fucking instruction manual on how to be a real goth. As though that's ever been my aspiration.
You know, I'm team Mommy Groiper. That's who I'm team. I'm team Groiper mom. That's who I'm team. Nick's actual
Don't
mom.
you fucking dare
She's a sweet
call
lady.
me that. Don't you fucking dare.
If I have to choose my mommy.
Later, I have to,
not in a weird way, in a respectful way. She's genuinely a really nice lady.
like, I feel like it's wrong to hold things that Nick said 4 years ago against him for the rest of his life when, in all likelihood, his perspective has maybe. I'm not saying he renounces
Benny Johnson, who has anal sex. That's so crazy. That's so crazy, man. Like, listen, I don't like to do this boomer shit too fucking much, okay? But Benny Johnson calling somebody out for being racist, can you imagine that in like literally any other time period? You know what I mean? Like even take shit back 40 years to like the 1970s, right? Take it back to or I guess 50 years, the 1970s, right? And you have, there's two people, one of whom goes a bit hard on the Jews, okay?
I find it to be more than a little unreasonable when almost the entirety of this so far is just making fun of my looks and just doing this to drag me when I've done nothing to you guys except play nice. So yeah, I do find it to be a bit unreasonable. If you guys want allies, if you guys want people to stand up for you and to have your back, do you know what you don't do? You don't drag them for their looks on the internet. Now, I know that you guys are young And maybe you haven't learned this lesson yet. But this is a really shitty thing to do to people who are trying to be nice to you, who are to and I gain nothing. I gain literally fucking nothing by being nice to Nick. You guys know that, right? You guys know you're not exactly my target audience. If we can play nicely and maybe some of you come to my stream sometime and maybe sometimes you learn some stuff, then that's absolutely fine. But I personally gain nothing by being nice to Nick and by being nice to you guys. I have only lost so far. So let's not pretend this is playing nicely, because it's not.
Okay, one of whom is a bit racist and goes a bit hard on the Jews. Okay, the other one cheats on his wife with men and has gay anal sex and receives gay anal sex to his anus on the regular. Any other period in time, nobody would give a fuck about Nick going a bit hard on the Jews. Everyone would be like, you have gay anal sex 24/7, Benny Johnson, you freak? Are you kidding me?
Don't
And now
spam
we
my
have
chat.
gay anal
Don't
McGee
do
over here
that.
calling out Nick.
This is all this stuff.
What a world. What a world.
I have no idea. I'm just saying that in 4 years, when someone goes,
Yeah, we know he's fucking gay, Mr. Based, you new fag. Be wary of
"Oh, are you shitting me?"
calumny.
Jesus Christ.
No. No. I watch my own dick. You watch yours, dude.
From 21 to 25, they can grow and they can change, and I don't think it's responsible to throw it in their faces for the rest of their lives.
The spirit of A.
I
Cole
mean,
sent
can we
$3
remind you
chow
that he did?
words. Guy from Prague. Just went to Milan, Italy. I get why you like Italy. Everybody is 2 to 3 inches shorter. Repubblica di Manlet. I'm 6 feet 2 inches
Thanks,
and feels
Elisa,
like
over on
being
Rumble. I
6 feet
appreciate the
4
kind
inches
words.
there. Midget was likes finally being normal height. Nick has normal Italian height.
No, it's real enough, dude. It's real enough. I'm like a fucking giant in my family. I'm 5'10", right? So every time I go back up to Massachusetts, I swear everyone else in my family is like 5'7" as a man. You know what I mean? I famously have my dwarf cousin who fucking like, you know, was in the military for years as like a certified badass, like Green Beret or whatever the fuck. That nigga's like 5'4", 300 pounds of muscle, like fucking dwarf mode with a big red beard. You know, I'm the giant of my family. Okay, especially if I went back to Italy. You know, I'm tall there. It's fucking awesome.
Did profess his love for me on his show last week. Okay, all right, that was funny though. And maybe he
What
does.
do you mean? Here comes the Italian LARP. I lived in Italy, and I wasn't even talking about Italy per se. I was talking about Massachusetts. My family there.
Still believe all this stuff, and maybe he doesn't. I just have a really hard time kind of. I don't feel a compelling need to waste time on talking to anyone that wants to spend time dragging my looks on the internet. I just don't feel a compelling need to do that. I could drag his looks. Do you guys think that this is like a perfect 10 in my eyes? Really? 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 I don't have a compelling desire to have any interaction with this person right now at all. Of like holding someone responsible for that, but I've got it pulled up. Maybe we'll watch it. And then I have this thread right here, and I'm going to put this thread in the chat.
Oh, fuck me. Hurry up,
expressing
lady.
your disagreement is
It's
different
my
than
stream,
insulting.
asshole.
We'll do it another time.
No
I
one
don't
forced you to
know.
watch it.
So this is Right Wing Watch. Misogynistic Christian fascist Nick Fuentes says women are intrigued by him, but have to pretend like they're not. A lot of women. Okay, I don't need to read the quote. We're gonna watch the clip. All right. This is already going to get me demonetized. So any super chats you were planning on sending to Nick tonight, if you want to just like, I'm kidding. Not really, but a little bit. Mostly kidding. All right.
I'm not surprised why women don't support me. Women are irrational and sensitive. It's just like my whole life. Because I was always like the class clown. I was always like bullying women. And women have always...
First of all, I would love to see him try to bully me. That would be effing hilarious. Anyway, that's true of this
fat,
guy
ugly.
too. This guy thinks he can bully me.
That was pretty easy, right?
simultaneously charmed, but also...
I'd actually say that for pretty much anyone
like,
on Nick's streaming platform.
If every person can be described by like
See,
a
look at the
meal,
stream.
you know,
Fat,
that you eat.
fat,
You know,
fat,
if you
fat,
are what
fat,
you eat,
fat,
she's a
fat.
sloppy Joe. She must eat sloppy Joes every fucking day.
I must eat sloppy joes every fucking day. You can describe me as a sloppy Joe. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Because this bitch is sloppy.
You're so annoying. You know what I mean?
And she looks like she should be named Joe.
I look like I should be named Joe.
That's how women are with like with like...
But remember, he was just trying to be nice, right? He was just trying to be nice. You're so nice. This was just trying to be nice.
my personality type, you're like a rascal. You know, you're like a bastard.
You would love that, you freak ass hoe.
And they're kind of like, because I'm like a rule breaker and stuff. And so women simultaneously are intrigued by that, but they also have to pretend like they're not, because women, it's sort of like how a lot of women want to be raped. And when I say raped, I mean like, that sounds bad when I say it like that.
Yes, it does, Nick.
But there's like a lot of women that really want a guy to beat the shit out of them. But also they have to pretend, but part of it is they have to pretend like they don't.
All right, I think we can all understand why that might have gotten Nick in some trouble. Yeah, I would say the potential of him being really, really dumb is probably very, very high. Oh, he ain't getting shit from me. No, 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 no. He ain't getting shit from me. Thank you, Milty Riper, for this. I mean, why would he even want to talk to me? I don't understand the point. I'm just a fat, ugly woman that looks like sloppy Joes, right? My name should really be Joe, right? Why on earth would he want to talk to me? Super sticker, I appreciate it. All right, here's what I have to say about this, and this is really going to get me in trouble. And if you saw my Twitter earlier today, you already know what I'm going to say generally. Nick is not wrong.
Oh!
Real talk.
The women are finally admitting it. The women are finally being forced to admit it.
I wasn't forced to
Nick
admit
is
anything,
not
bro. Wrong. Real talk. Nick is not wrong.
Far
and
too
I'm
dumb
not
for
even
me.
talking
This
far
has
too dumb.
been fact checked true by real biological women. Fact check. This is true. Certified by real biological women.
About that specific study that he read. Someone sent me the clip of that too. I'm not gonna watch it. Like, but like, let me just explain something. Like, BDSM is a fucking thing. Okay? It is a thing for a reason. It is a
Oh no. I don't want to know her sexual fantasies.
Oh, honey, you are never gonna know my sexual
she's
fantasies.
making it weird.
You're never gonna know my sexual fantasies, bro. You fucking wish.
I don't want to know about this. Oh, she's making it gross.
$1 billion a year industry. There's people that sleep with this guy? Really? Is this what men are like now? Is this like, yo, this is like, I know the gripers have this like incel thing going, but let me explain something to you gripers. In order to not be incels, you need to be attractive to women. That's not attractive what just happened. And it's not about looks at all. It's about just That's sad. What I like, I understand you're young. I understand many of you have growing up to do, but like, that's not something that women want, okay? Free
Oh, stop cooking!
a reason to insinuate that people don't like to play power games with sex is just wrong, and it's just stupid, and it's a little bit perplexing to me that the groypers know this when most of them are virgins and the average population doesn't know this. I have entire videos on my channel
Photorealistic
about
horse
critical
66 11 cent
dominatrix.
$5. Lena Dunham is fucking based. Let's go.
She does look like Pebbles, does she
I
not?
look like Lena
Theory.
Dunham. Does anyone remember? Does anyone of my longer term viewers
Yeah,
remember?
he's so
what
nice,
critical
guys.
dominatrix
Just so
theory is?
nice.
Because
So,
I was
so,
on.
so
I did a
nice.
whole bunch of videos around this when the whole Jack Murphy thing happened. Like, critical dominatrix theory is essentially this idea that I came up with after coaching. I did executive coaching for a while, and so I would talk to like all these like high powered people in these big important positions, and like in like confidential conversations, and you know, you find out some things here and there, and then you talk to their staff and you find out some more things here and there, and I've heard some things. I've heard some things. And some of the things that I've heard are basically this: the men in the highest powered positions are the most likely to go to the dominatrix.
That's the problem with this because they're Jews, right?
No,
they're fucking perverted.
Not because they're Jews.
freakish Jews.
Not
she talked
because
to a
they're
bunch of like
Jews.
Jewish bankers, and she was like, and they're
No.
like, oh, I just really want some goy
Wrong.
whore to step on my balls.
Wow.
I would really like it if some goyish whore would step on my balls and shit in my mouth over here.
You guys
Oh.
know this isn't
Why is
attractive,
that?
right? You guys know this is not
Because
attractive
life
at
is
all.
about
balance. When you're really powerful.
No, why is that? Because society is fucked, man. All of our barbarian rapists are not running the country.
If you guys have no desire to have a more advanced understanding of what's going on in the world, again, I understand a lot of you are young. I really do. And sometimes when you're young, you're just not interested in this stuff, and that's fine. But can we just like refrain from pretending that this is a serious conversation about the state of affairs in the world? Because this is not remotely part of reality at all. I can't take stuff like this seriously. And if these are the people that are framing, like Nick, again, like, I don't know, is Nick like Tim Pool in that he surrounds himself with like stupid people because it makes him feel smarter? Is that what's going on here? Is this like the type of thing that I can expect coming out of that area of the internet? Because I mean, I guess like you don't need to surround yourself with excessively stupid people in order to be smart. Like, he's smart in his own right. So why is he like it like like, and I don't understand this. Anytime I've seen him on like a show or something, and I get that some of these people have really big audiences and he's trying to expose himself to like new people. I totally get that. But like, the only people I ever see him talk to, well, with the possible exception of like Fresh and Fit. I guess Fresh and Fit was okay. Destiny's okay. I've seen him talk to Dave Smith before. Like, the only people, though, apart from like a couple select few, that I see him talk to are stupid. Does he do this because he thinks it makes him look smart by comparison? Tim Pool does that. Tim Pool absolutely does that. Tim Pool surrounds himself with people who are significantly less smart than he is, because I do think he's smart. I think he's stupid about a lot of things, but I do think he's smarter than the average bear. Tim Pool surrounds himself with people who are far stupider than he is, because by comparison, he looks smarter. And now I'm like, is Nick doing the same thing? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I think it's a bad strategy if he is. I don't think you look like Sloppy Joes. Well, thank you. I guess that makes one person compared to a whole chat of people calling me fat, but hey. I don't think this is a misunderstanding. Because I saw you guys on Twitter saying Carlin just had a misunderstanding. It was just a miscommunication. There were only a couple of messages in her chat which there weren't only a couple of messages. There were a lot of messages. It wasn't just a couple. I had to ban a whole bunch of people. My mods had to ban a whole bunch of people. The stream tonight went probably 45 minutes longer than it should have because of the disruption caused at the beginning in the chat. The best part of the presentation completely fucking disrupted because of what was going on in the chat. He didn't intend to disrupt your stream. Oh, I think he did. I think he did. He just wants to talk. Well, there are a lot of ways to talk with me, guys. If he just wants to talk with me, then I assure you, there are many, 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 many ways to get in touch with me that are not calling me fat and ugly and sloppy Joe on the internet. So I think you can understand why I am disinclined to talk to him when this is the first that I've even become aware of him. I don't think I'm being unreasonable. I have no reason right now to interact with this person at all in any way. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. That's why I'm not saying it. I have no idea how to say that. He sends his apologies and says he has some growing up to do. He thanks you for making him a better person. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it at all. Don't play these. You guys think I can't see through these games? Seriously? You think I can't see through these games?
Country. We have our thinking done by cowards and our wars fought by brutes. That's the issue. All our barbarian rapists should be running the.
Okay. So I get it. He didn't intend to disrupt my stream for 45 minutes. He just intended to call me fat and ugly and sloppy Joe on the internet. And God knows what else we're going to run into before we get to the point where he starts disrupting my stream. That's all he intended? Really? Oh my God. I'm so touched. I'm so blessed that this guy took time out of his day to call me fat and ugly on the internet. But it definitely wasn't a misunderstanding or a miscommunication or any of that.
Country, and instead, what are they doing? They're working at a factory or something, right?
Powerful in one aspect of your life, you try to balance that out. I just don't think this is a good excuse, though. Here is the question. Do you want to grow your audience and your movement with new allies? Do you want new allies and new people to support you? Or don't you? This is the question that you guys need to answer. Do you want new people supporting you and supporting Nick, or don't you? Because it costs things to support him. I've only been milling about for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And it has cost me contacts. It has cost me friends. It has cost me people in my community. And I won't back down and bend the knee because I don't do that shit. No one is going to tell me what I can and cannot say and what I can and cannot do. I have very literally built my entire life and my entire career around being able to do and say whatever the fuck I want. So I'm happy to let people go because they want to control my language and I won't let them. That's fine. But what is not fine is expecting someone to be a friend and an ally and a supporter and to make sacrifices for you, to speak up for you when how many other people on the internet are speaking up for Nick right now? Truly, how many other people? Me, Lauren Chen, Jake Shields. And you guys want to just like slap that away because it's fun to call me fat and ugly on the internet? Really? 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 I don't have to do this. No one else has to do this. What on earth makes you think people would stick around if this is what they have to look forward to? What on earth makes you think that this is okay? What on earth makes you think that this makes friends? What on earth makes you think that this makes allies? Do not spam my chat by being taken
Why
out
is the
of
fucking light
control
so?
in other areas of your life. Okay? So if you're in like a really high powered position where you have power over things, or maybe you just show up powerfully in life, a lot of people do, you're going to try to balance that out by being taken out of control in other ways. Thus, the BDSM industry, huzzah. So when Nick is saying that women fantasize about being taken out of control, I absolutely believe it. When Nick is saying that women fantasize about getting smacked around, I absolutely believe it. But I hope at least that like fantasies though are consensual. This is not about the actual thing happening. See, this is what this tends to do. I pontificate about life on my stream, man. Relax, relax. I'm gonna make a whole clip out of this.
This is a bit fucking crazy.
Where was I? You're the one whining on the internet, is not the same as reality. Fantasy is consensual. Listen, if you guys want to keep giving me money, I'm not going to turn it away because quite frankly, after you fucking up the first part of my stream, I feel a little bit owed. But he's not coming across as very sweet to me. I live an hour away from Boston. I went to school in Boston. I still know a lot of people in Boston. I've dated people from probably where he grew up. Like I know like Boston people, okay? I fucking love Boston people. I think it's the greatest city in the world. But I don't have a lot of like people that I know from Boston getting off on calling me fat and ugly on the internet. And I don't have a lot of people who I consider to be sweet. I actually consider people from Boston to be very sweet. They tend to take care they like old school like Southie guys, they treat women well, man. They really do. But he's not exactly coming across as someone who would do that right now, is he? But again, if you want to keep giving me money, that's fine. I just don't think you're going to convince me of it. Fantasy is something.
Okay, she just got all her mind just like all fucking. This is the porn brain taking over. I think what Nick is describing is like
The porn brain. I don't even watch porn. Like, are you guys not capable of having conversations? Yeah, maybe he is from Somerville. Maybe he is from Somerville. Wouldn't that be funny? If you guys aren't capable of having conversations about adult things and adult themes and themes of life, then like I guess I don't know why I would listen to your ideas about how the world works.
biological reality, right? Of the biological reality which influences the minds of women and their interactions with men, right? And
No.
specifically with him.
I don't want to speak to him.
And she's just thinking to herself, like, I've seen pornos like this. I've seen quite a few pornos like this, actually. So
I don't actually watch porn, but you know, I mean, you're projecting all your feelings on me, but I don't actually find porn to be very compelling. See? Isn't this nice? Isn't this nice? This is exactly the type of thing I can expect, huh? Huh. Okay.
So I'm somewhat of an expert myself. She's just out here like, I watch porn a lot, so I actually know a thing or two about this.
No, I'm just capable of having conversations like an
time
adult,
to go
bro.
off.
Where you are in control of what is happening to you. So if you're saying that a lot of women, all right. So now I have no idea what I'm getting into. I watched that other clip earlier. I just wanted to do a rant by it. I have no idea what I'm getting into now, except for that first clip. I know what that first clip is because I watched this speech, but let's just.
We need to eradicate Jewish stranglehold over the United States of America. That's perfect. We love everybody, but ideas matter. Religion matters. We need Christians running America, not Jews. The word is getting out that we got to get rid of Jewish power in America.
All right. All right. Here's what I think about that speech in general. Number one, are you guys fucking insane? How did you not know that backdrop wasn't going to go horribly, horribly, horribly wrong? Some of them are.
It wasn't supposed to go. Nobody cares. It was supposed to go hard, nigga. It was supposed to go hard, and it was supposed to look fucking cool, and it does. Wow, people are gonna get scared from those. This is red. It's kind of yellowish red, and that scares me. It's supposed to be fucking cool, dude.
Fine. Like the one where Nick looks the angelic. See that. If you want to know why you guys have trouble making friends and trouble finding allies, that's why. It's not hard to not make it is really not difficult to design some sort of presentation where Nick doesn't look like the Antichrist. You guys undercut. Listen, there are parts of your message and your movement that I'm not necessarily interested in helping you spread because I don't agree with them and I don't think they're a good idea. But I come from like an industry where I have to give people advice on how to meet their goals, even if I don't agree with what their goals are. So I'm just going to pretend this is like a consulting project. I'm going to pretend that some business has hired me and they say, Carlin, how do we convince an audience and how do we be successful and how do we make things better and stuff like that? And regardless of whether I like what they're doing or not, they paid me money to do it. And so I'm going to give them the best advice I can, regardless of whether or not I agree with it. So when you guys want to expand a movement, want to find new friends and allies to help you spread a message, making the leader of your movement look like the Antichrist because you get off on it is really not the best way to go about it. This is actually really good feedback. I didn't actually give much feedback on the content of Nick's speech. I didn't even give a whole ton of feedback. I thought that holy war thing was stupid, but like, whatever. I don't like the Holocaust denial stuff, but if like, I think that's a bad idea. But all I said was, don't make him look like the fucking Antichrist. This is actually like not that big of a thing, guys. It certainly doesn't necessitate like having a temper tantrum on the fucking internet. That one's, well, that's, hang on. The angel wings were actually a little weird. Hang on. Why isn't it moving now? Hang on. No, my internet's not going out. No, this is not happening. I just wanted to show
yourself. You fucked the Twitter video player's ass. You just fucked yourself.
the different backdrops. Why are you being difficult? Has YouTube already canceled me? Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm gonna reload. Hang on. All right, let's try this again. So, like, if we go into, like, this backdrop...
Oh, dude, I don't care about the backdrop diagnoses here.
...idea to bring up the holy war thing. I think I know how people thought this was a good idea, but okay, that's, you know, it's a little weird. That's fine. I don't know if there are any offensive ones on this one. Do you know what wasn't fine, though, Groypers? Do you know what, like, was a really bad idea? When the grenades were coming down behind Nick... And when the fire and brimstone, he looked like the...
We're getting the real life nagging mom experience. Oh, no. The nagging
Maybe you
Groyper
guys
mom.
need...
Oh,
okay.
No.
I quit. I quit.
Oh.
Honestly.
Oh.
I quit.
Fuck, man.
You don't want the nagging Groyper mom around? Fine. I quit.
We got Mommy Malkin, we got Groyper mom, now we got nagging mom. Oh, she just nags.
Fine.
It's mostly nagging, but some people, I guess, like this.
Fucking Antichrist, okay?
Grenades means Antichrist?
I know you like it. I know you guys like all this stuff.
Yo, 808's Groyper. Yo, it's you, nigga. Hey, look, that's my nigga right there. It goes hard, you gotta admit. That's what we're saying. It goes hard.
Sometimes sometimes no, but it doesn't though. It doesn't. It just makes him look like the Antichrist. All right. See, this okay, whatever. I'm not
Dude,
going to convince
I really don't care. I simply fuck, man. I
you
simply
to get
don't
in
give a
trouble
shit.
like Nick did, and that knows what chakras are. Is
Many people, even Andrew Anglin, who I talk to a lot, you know, it's just good to have a core group that isn't full of shit. I'm very
okay. I really don't like the race shit groypers. I really, 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 really dislike it. I think it undercuts you're allowed to love Keith. I don't love Keith. I don't love Keith at all. I don't love and maybe Keith has changed in the last 2 years since I first blocked Keith on Twitter. Now you guys did badger me into unblocking him. All right. So I unblocked him. I don't want any bullshit though. But the reason that I don't like these people is I think that getting into
He
the
wouldn't have been
racial
smart enough to
identitarian
understand the
bullshit is
chakra
a
talk. He wouldn't have
really
been smart enough.
bad idea. Now, I understand that one of
It's just nagging, Mom. The real life nagging cock and balls torture experience, dude. Fuck
he
me.
fucking
Fuck
wishes.
me.
He
All right, so
fucking
now we
wishes.
have a
He fucking
outlet
wishes
for any groypers who are into
so
cock and balls torture. You can
hardcore.
just watch her streams,
He fucking
and you will be
wishes.
nagged to for 2.5 fucking straight hours.
Remember, guys, he's just trying to be nice, right? He's just this is cock and ball torture right now. He fucking wishes it was cock and ball torture. Just trying to be nice. Just trying to be nice.
She will nag at you. That's fucking that's just lovely, dude.
Nick's core things is he's concerned about like the disappearance of white people because of all the migrants and immigrants and stuff like that, and he wants to make sure that white people continue. Is it even possible to have a reasonable conversation with you guys? Is this something that truly, I'm honestly asking the question. Is this all you guys want to do? You just want to shitpost on the internet? Is it even possible to have just a reasonable, normal conversation? Because I've heard from a lot of people I'm wasting my time. I've heard from a lot of people, like even when I tweeted today that I was really disappointed about how this all turned out tonight. I heard from a lot of people, well, what did you expect, Carlin? What did you expect? What did you expect to happen? You know, just because Nick has had reasonable takes in the last couple weeks doesn't mean his entire audience has evolved with him. And maybe after this, Nick will go back to having horrible takes again. I have no idea. But I know that if it's not possible to have a reasonable conversation, then we may as well just like go back to the way it was before. Because this is not a game I want to play. Continue to like, exist. And okay, I mean, fine. That's not something I'm necessarily worried about. I don't think that it's a topic that I care to go into, to be honest. But I think you can have concerns about something and at the same time not go down the crazy train bullshit rabbit hole that whole thing is. And I do want
Dude, I want to debate race and IQ with her. Get me on her show.
no
When's this bitch stream?
no
I
it will
want to. Oh, she's
never
live right now.
happen. And I was able to like start my own business, and I was able to do this, that, and the other, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yo,
so we start
Raid-
at different places, but then once we show up, we all have the same he didn't mean to. It was just a miscommunication. It's not like he just said to raid my chat. He didn't mean to. It was just a miscommunication. The very first thing he says when he figures out that I'm live is to raid my chat. Just a miscommunication indeed. You know, just because you guys put in my Twitter feed that it was a miscommunication, do you really think I'm not going to go back and look? Did you really think that I was just going to say, oh, well, some people on Twitter think it's a miscommunication, so it must be a miscommunication. I must have just gotten it all wrong. No. You guys have learned nothing by watching me if that's what you think. I always go back and look. Opportunity in this
Wait.
developed
Hold.
to
We
see-
got to consider how to do this. All right, what should
Oh, now they're concocting a whole
All right, what
plan.
should we
Oh,
do?
good. Oh, good. Miscommunication. Yup.
Damn, nigga.
Miscommunication.
Damn.
Miscommunication.
I kind of
Yup.
want to talk to her. I kind of want to
No,
talk to her.
it's
Don't be
never
mean.
going to
Don't be
happen.
mean in chat.
It
Nobody
is
be mean
never
yet.
going
It's
to
subscribers
happen.
only mode actually, so we can't even fucking comment.
Never going to happen.
Okay, so we can't raid her. It's just over. It's subscribers only mode. She's turned it to subscribers only mode. Now we're just raped forever.
No, I would not say this. This is a right-wing interpretation of what's going on, and I'm going to tell you why. Would
It's
you say these people
subscribers
become
only
socialists
mode?
because
Oh,
they
so
think
you
some
wait.
people-
Sorry, I thought that
No.
was Twitch subscribers. So you don't have to pay for this. So you just have to subscribe to this channel for longer than 5 minutes. Okay, so I thought that you guys would all have to pay her like $5. I was thinking about like Twitch subscribers.
Do you guys think that I don't understand that you say this shit so you can have plausible deniability later? Do you really think I'm stupid? Do you think that I don't understand that you say this just so you can say, well, he said not to be mean? You know, it doesn't matter if people were mean. It doesn't matter if people disrupted the first 45 minutes of your stream for no good fucking reason. It doesn't matter because he literally said, don't be mean. Bro, come on. Grow the fuck up.
Mm, All right, what if we're nice and then we say, hey lady, would you do you want to talk about racism?
No.
With Wurzelroot? Hey, do you want to talk about
You are not
do you
remotely
wanna talk
smart
about
enough to have a
racism with
conversation with
Wurzelroot?
me, bro.
do you want to
Not
talk with
remotely smart
Wurzelroot
enough.
and make epic content with Wurzelroot? You're not
I could have a full 6-pack of like imperial beer and smoke a bowl and barely be able to speak, and I would still be smarter than this guy and still be more intelligible than this guy. There is no universe, just to be really clear, in which I'm ever having a conversation with this guy. This is not going to happen. It would be a complete and total waste of my time.
not allowed to nag him though. Just don't nag him. He doesn't like being nagged.
Perception of
You want
what's
the link?
actually happened. Sadly, not only are they competing, they're kicking your ass.
We'll have a Groiper summit.
Hello to the Groipers. My voice is still dead from last night's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Based on the clips you've been posting on Twitter, it does seem like you did. But we're not talking about Nick today, Groipers. We're talking about socialists. I hope you stick around and learn some stuff about socialism.
Well, talk to
Maybe go
me.
teach Nick
I'm
about
here.
socialism. He thinks he knows what he's talking about.
I have more viewers watching me live, which means I'm your boss.
No, honey. No. That's not how that works. You see, you might have more viewers, but there are very few of your viewers that would sit here and watch this, and I apologize if any of you do, and I'm about to insult you. There are very few people that would sit and watch a stream like this that are capable of understanding the content that I do. You guys might believe in going for the biggest possible audience, regardless of the composition of that audience. I do not. The content that I do is very niche and requires a certain level of IQ to be able to even understand. If people don't, and I've seen this time and time and time again, people with like a below average IQ are not capable of understanding what I'm doing. And then they get pissy, they get disruptive, they get bitchy, they get whiny, they get annoying, and then they disrupt the entire fucking thing. So no, I'm not going for the biggest possible audience. No, I don't want to appeal to your audience because I don't think that based on what I've seen so far, your audience is in any way, shape, or form capable of understanding the content that I'm doing. I don't care if he's on stream saying he wants to apologize. I don't care. I wasn't given a choice tonight.
In philosophy.
That's how it works, boys.
But it's not only that, right? Because
I'm her boss. I have more viewers.
He fucking wishes.
Of criticizing property. Going back to Rousseau.
All right, we'll come back in 5. If you want to comment, subscribe now. We'll come back in like 5 minutes, okay?
Understand that thing.
I don't really want to watch any more of this garbage if I'm being
All right, today for my sins, they're making me look at dating advice, red pill dating advice. That's going to really help you. This is dating advice if you want to be.
Is that it?
That's in my.
Is that it? Nope. There I am again. Okay.
Doesn't think it's hot enough, and now she's having a Walmart meltdown moment.
Oh, Walmart meltdown moment. Okay.
Asking-
Yep. Okay. Let's go back to when he
one video
me.
per day, $10 per day that this person is essentially making here, and that amount of editing, like that's not even 1 hour of that person's salary who edited this, let alone Andrew Clavland himself. You know, it's just completely it's completely misaligned. It's all astroturf. This is all subsidized. You know, it's garbage. Nobody likes it.
You have to have the music. You have to hire the band.
Dr. Woman is talking about you.
Your book, Colonial Lives of Property, becomes a.
Okay.
Oh, is she mad again? Is she nagging again? We're being nice. Don't worry.
Between capacity.
It's not nice to disrupt people's work. It's not.
Oh,
nice
they're
to cause
fucking. All
problems.
right, call it off. Call off your dogs,
position,
boys.
right? This
Call off your dog. She's in a fucking nasty mood, boys.
description of racial
No,
status,
sorry,
whether
sent
it be
$10
native,
lever attack.
All right,
savage,
thank you,
slave,
friend,
and
for the
so on.
Lieber tax.
To the mods, if anyone comes into the chat and starts talking about racism that you don't recognize, mods, please just time them out because I'm not going to do this. This is not good. You guys are not gonna fuck up my stream.
Okay. Yeah. She's having a
Yup, definitely just a total miscommunication. He absolutely didn't intend to cause problems on my I was misunderstanding everything. Totally, guys. Totally.
Walmart Karen moment right now. She just got she just bought some fried chicken at Walmart and she doesn't think it's hot enough, and now she's having a
Total
Walmart meltdown
misunderstanding.
moment. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Total misunderstanding.
It's time to ride with her big fucking
Yep.
jowls yelling at the
Total
screen in her
misunderstanding,
trailer.
all right.
All right. Anyway, whatever. All right, no content allowed. It's all right. We'll try again some other time.
No.
You have to hire the band to follow you with that
Is
music.
that it?
Terrific.
No, they're back. Okay.
See the next one.
I meet a girl, let's say I were to come up to you on the street in order to talk to you. I would be talking to you with a pure intention. My intention is to try and take you on a date. I would say you're absolutely beautiful, really nice to meet you, I'd like to take you on a date. My intention is pure.
That's the
Groypers, I don't understand why you think that gaslighting would work on me. Do you understand that like all I have done all day, every day for like 3 straight years is fuck around with the left? You don't think the left has tried to use every gaslighting technique on me in the book and I see through all of it? You don't think that the conservatives haven't tried to do the same thing? The conservatives suck at gaslighting, though. The right just doesn't know how to play this game. The left is really good at it, which is where we practice. Then you guys try to gaslight me, and it's so easy to see through it, it's not even funny.
the thing as well. You got to remember she's a woman. You know what I mean? So she's like yelly, horrific. You know,
Yep.
just sucks all around.
Unfucking believable. Seriously. Have I been disrespectful to you or to Nick? This is really okay. Time out. Have I been disrespectful to you assholes in any way? Have I been disrespectful to Nick in any way? No, I haven't. I haven't shit talked you. I haven't thrown you under the bus. I have said agree to disagree on multiple occasions. I have said I'm not having the fucking race discussion right now. I have been nothing but nice to you guys. The one thing that I asked is don't disrupt what I'm doing. That was the one thing that I asked. And now you're fucking pissing me off. If you can't be considerate enough to not disrupt the one stream that I do every single week to try to teach people what's really going on, if you can't be considerate enough to leave that alone, then I don't know what the fuck we're doing here. I really just don't.
Even these, I would say almost explosive readings of property.
Back in elementary school, boys. We ain't ever getting out of elementary school with this, man. It's all over. What were you guys? I said be nice. Were people being mean, or is she just having a little meltdown for no reason?
Total misunderstanding.
I didn't do anything.
Total
Okay, sorry.
misunderstanding.
What it does to us,
Did she
produces us in all sorts of ways.
fuck me? She really is nagging, mom, dude. It's so over, dude. Fuck me.
It's over.
Meltdown for no reason.
I'd say
She's
so.
just having a Walmart moment.
I'd
She's just
say
having
it's
a
over.
Walmart moment, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing to
was fun
see
while
here.
it
Move
lasted.
along. Walmart moment. We got a fat lady yelling and screaming at Walmart. Nothing to see here. Move it along. Big fat lady upset at Walmart. Keep it moving. Her rascal tipped over, ladies and gentlemen. Just keep it moving. Do not hold up the lines because of the big fat gross lady yelling at Walmart. Let her go. All right, just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Be nice in her chat or leave.
It's not deceit.
Say
Total misunderstanding. Total misunderstanding. Yep.
you're sorry. All right. She's having her I teach second grade and I'm mean to kids for no reason moment. Everybody, so just say sorry and leave unless you wish to receive cock and ball torture, in which case I suppose stay.
99% of these dudes who are your friends are deceiving with their intentions.
Facts.
And it's beta male bull. I'd rather accept a no and move on than sit there and go, well, if I pretend I'm her friend long enough and I
got it.
off over her inside.
When you're
Does
talking,
he come back?
It's an
Did we get?
a question.
It looks like that's it.
He'll agree
and freedom.
to the
All right.
Is that if
That looks like it's it. I don't even know what to say. I'm thinking about I'm thinking about the amount of blowback I've had in the last 2 weeks. I've had blowback from people that I've had blowback from people that I'd never expected to have blowback from. I'll tell you that. You know? No, I can't. No, I can't. The people who speak up for Nick online, it doesn't come without consequence. And if this is how you treat people, I don't know what you expect. I just don't. So you know, this all started as a little bit of a game. Nick and I were bantering back and forth on Twitter. It was funny. It was lighthearted. It was just fucking around. It was fun. You know? I didn't really think too much of it because I was just screwing around. It wasn't like a serious thing. And I certainly didn't expect to be like sticking up for him, and I certainly never expected him to even like mention my name on his show or anything like that. I never expected that to happen. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I certainly didn't expect Nick to continue to make good points, and I certainly didn't expect that the entire conservative establishment was going to lose its mind. I didn't expect that half of the people that I thought were real all of a sudden became pro-war and pro-genocide. I didn't expect any of that. I didn't expect Nick Fuentes to end up being the voice of reason in any of this. Like, I didn't expect, like, I really have always tried to do the right thing. In terms of, like, I really feel strongly about calling balls and strikes. I really feel strongly that, like, even if I don't like you or don't agree with, like, a lot of the stuff that you say, if you say something that I believe is correct, I believe in saying, "All right, fair point, well made." I do this with the socialists all the time. If the socialists been making a lot of good points on Palestine. The socialist streams have been pretty much dead on about Palestine, and I've said so the entire time, even though it fucking kills every fiber of my being to have to agree with those people. And so when I saw Nick saying things that were correct, I was like, all right, well, why shouldn't that courtesy be extended to him? I have literally said far leftists, the farthest far leftists, are correct on the internet about some things. No one cared. No one thought it was a big deal. So why wouldn't I say that someone like Nick is correct when he is in fact correct? Why wouldn't I do that? Well, the reason that you don't do that and the reason that people don't do that is you get a metric ton of blowback. I didn't expect that because it never happened with the socialist stuff. I have never received the amount of blowback from anything as I have standing up for him in the past couple weeks. And I was fully committed to like being like, fuck you all. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to say what I want. I don't give a flying fuck what you have to say. I don't give a flying fuck what Nick said when he was 18. He's 25 now. It's completely different. I'm not going to back down and not say what I want to say because it offends your fragile fucking sensibilities. It is so fucking pathetic to me that conservatives can't sit their asses down and listen to people that they disagree with. It is pathetic to me. Even when I hated Nick, I would still listen to what he had to say in its full form, not the clips that are cut out of context to make him look like the fucking Antichrist. I appreciate it. Thank you. But no good deed goes unpunished, does it? No good deed goes unpunished. So, I don't really know what to say. I was so hopeful that maybe this wouldn't go to hell in a handbasket so quickly. My community was responding well. They were like welcoming to the Groypers. You guys weren't being dicks. I don't know what to say. But I'm just the fat, ugly old woman on the internet that shops at Walmart, so does it really matter anyway? Rottweiler, thank you. It's the fable of the frog and the scorpion all along. Some people don't like or want kindness, nor will ever appreciate it. Just like we know Marxists don't share our values, they're the same. I had hoped that we would be able to find some common ground. I had hoped that if Nick got like positive feedback from people outside of his normal audience, then maybe that would be encouragement for him to continue to be nuanced and not be such a little fucking bastard. I know he's not Nick. I know that. I don't hold Nick responsible for this. This is not Nick's fault. But it's like, I just don't know how you guys think this is okay. So, I'm gonna go to bed. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it.